Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. This is a special initiative which is being run by Dawdle to, to bring forward founders who are bringing something innovative in different spaces. This is a completely no-cost initiative that we are doing for the founders community, and we are extremely grateful that a lot of folks inside the industry who have been active investors in a startup space have been joining us. Today we have got Dr. Ritesh Jain with us. He doesn't need an introduction. He has been an ex-executive at HSBC Bank. Besides, he was also a part of various, MNCs who are kind of, Fortune 500 companies. Besides, Dr. Ritesh has a great portfolio in the startup space. He has invested in a lot of fintech companies as well. You will also find, find him speaking at several events which involve startups across India and abroad. I welcome you, Dr. Ritesh. And one more thing is that Dr. Ritesh is also an investor with Dawdle.live, a very early investor with us who trusted us with our so-called acumen of building a business. Thank you so much, sir. On the on the other hand, we have Sanjay joining us. We have, Sanjay with me who is building something innovative. I think Sanjay will be the best person to take us through what is he building. Over to you, Sanjay.
Yeah, thanks, Rishi, for this wonderful opportunity. So let me start. I'm Sanjay. I worked in Indian Air Force for 5 years in the supply chain. So yeah, hi, Ritesh. So first, let me share with you my background. I first worked in the supply chain of the armed forces, and then I joined e-commerce logistics. I worked in Delivery Limited for around 1 year. So there I observed that e-commerce logistics is managed by players like Delivery, Blue Dart, DHL in very organized manner. But when it comes to agriculture, the supply chain is managed by local transporter, aggregator, traders, and it is they don't use any technology in it, and it is managed in very unorganized manner. So there was very big gap what I observed when it comes to supply chain of e-commerce and supply chain of agriculture. That made me think that there is a great opportunity of building a business in agricultural space, because in agriculture it is been managed like for decades. It is managed in the same way. So thought to start solving this problem. The problem that we observe in this space is that multiple middlemen comes in the agricultural supply chain between the farmer and a retailer or a B2B consumer or a consumer. So let me give you an example. We all consume pomegranates. So the pomegranate, I live in Calcutta. In Calcutta, the pomegranate we consume, it is not produced in West Bengal. It is produced in Nasik or in Maharashtra. So the journey of pomegranate starts from the farms of Maharashtra. A farmer produces pomegranate, then it goes to a mandi in Nasik to sell his pomegranate. In the mandi, one mandi agent takes his pomegranate and hand over to a trader. Then the trader sells to different markets. Suppose a trader of Nasik wants to sell in Kolkata market, he will send to Kolkata mandi. In Kolkata mandi, again one agent will take and sell to a wholesaler. So 4 to 5 layers of middlemen exist in the agricultural supply chain, and this middleman exploit the farmers with low income, because the commission of each middleman increases the price to around 3x of what the farmers are getting.
Hang on.
Yep.
Sanjay, are we waiting for your introduction? And don't get into too much detail, just about your introduction, that where you come from.
Okay. So as I said, while working in e-commerce, you observed that there is far more differences in the way of operations managed in e-commerce logistics and agricultural logistics. So I decided that there is opportunity, and we figured out what specific problems are there, like middlemen are there, agricultural damages are there because of multiple handling. There is no technology to transparency, not there. So we decided, let's fix this problem, and we started this startup.
So thank you, Sanjay. It's pleasure to hear from you and pleasure to have you over here. I would be really keen to understand that what makes you go for it. I understand that you said uh, your background a little bit, as well as where are the challenges that you're seeing. But I want you to double click on this and let me understand, as well as the people, that where are the challenges that you're seeing.
Okay. So why I started this goes back to my background, that I spent 5 years in supply chain of Indian Air Force, then another 1 year in e-commerce logistics. So while working there, I was thinking to do something of my own. So I was thinking what to do, what not to do. But I had background of supply chain, so I decided I will do something in supply chain. Then I see two options in supply chain. One was in construction side; it was very much unorganized, and there second one I found that agricultural side. This supply chain is also very much fragmented. And then the problem I connected, because it is the problem faced by millions of farmers of India. So I it made me
Mhm.
think that if I am able to solve it, I will be transforming the life of farmers. And as a founder, the core to me was solving some real ground problems. So as my background was also in supply chain, so I decided to pick this problem to solve.
So thank you. So basically, you know where's the challenge, and that's what connects with you. And you thought like, that's me. Let me sort out the problem for people. So that's how the Kheti Bazar has introduced, right? So that
Yes,
was an
yes,
idea for you.
yes,
So
yes.
now, please just let us know in terms of the Kheti Bazar that what exactly you're doing over there and how it connects the dots and solve the problem for the people at the bottom of the pyramid, for the farmers as well as for the consumers.
Okay. So let me start with who is our target customer, target market. So we are solving for two market segment. There is one side is supply side, where we are solving for farmers. We are trying to connect them directly with market, eliminating middlemen. The other part of spectrum is the end layer of B2B. We are not directly targeting end customers, but we are targeting the end layer of B2B market. In B2B market, there are different layers. There is mandi, there are wholesalers, there are retailers. So we are targeting the retailers, we are targeting the Horeca segment, we are targeting the exporters. So what we are doing, we are giving them our platform Kheti Bazar. So in our platform, farmers can come and upload their fruits, suppose pomegranates. They upload, they describe the price, the variety, the size, everything. The farmer is from Nasik, for example, and the retailer is from Kolkata. So he will access the same pomegranate and prices on our platform. Then he will compare with the local market price of Kolkata. So as I said earlier, in Kolkata Mandi, that pomegranate is coming after 4-5 handling and 4-5 layers of middlemen. So price will be higher in Mandi. But at our platform, as direct FPOs and farmers are supplying, so price will be lower. Then they will place the order. After that, it's our responsibility to manage the supply chain, collecting from farmers, managing logistics and delivery to the retailer, taking the payment. And this is our solution on our platform. We are connecting farmers and the retailers.
So, in terms of Sanjay, you have seen the problem, you understand the challenge for
Yes,
the
yes,
mandis, for the people, for retailers, right, and as well as for the farmers. So you understand that well. Now, the basic question comes down that how you are going to manage the supply chain because the items that you're dealing with they are perishable items, right?
yes,
So,
yes,
pomegranate they go rotten over the period of time if they are not managed in a temperature controlled. They have to travel from Nasik to Kolkata, point to point. So, how do you plan to manage this?
yes. As agricultural supply chain, it is fresh produce, it's perishable in nature, so it is very difficult to manage. But what we are doing right now, we are doing around 500 kg volume per cycle. So what we do, we tie up with local transporters. Suppose one truck of 25 ton is coming from Nasik Mandi to Kolkata Mandi. So multiple traders are doing this transport, handing over to transporter. We are tying up with the transporter. We are saying him, hey, I will pay you 10 rupees per kg or whatever your charges, and you also transport my 500 kg as well. I'm informing the farmer or FPO that I need this much quantity by this date. You pack it and as per our specification, then we take it over from them and hand over to the transporter. The transporter then hand over to us in Kolkata. We take from them and then we bring it back to our warehouse and then we deliver as per the demand of the retailers. So it takes around 3 days of transportation time from Maharashtra to Kolkata.
So, tell me one thing. There's a problem that you're fixing. So, if I'll go very straight, are you aggregating the transportation, right, for the farmers rather than doing anything else? Because what you're bringing is the transportation logistics in one place and connecting these two people. Is that right to say?
Yes, you can say
And
it.
be slightly careful in one new.
Yes, so you can
Okay.
say in that way as well that we are bridging the gap between farmer and retailer by adding their on their volumes and adding their produce at our platform and then connecting with the transporter. But the main core to the solution is that we are eliminating the existing middlemen, existing mandi agents. Now the farmer need not to go to mandi. Now the farmer need not to depend on intermediaries. They can with our platform connect with the retailers directly. So our solution is that you need not to depend on the middleman.
So tell me one thing, who takes the accountability if the produce is not reached to the receiver in the same form as they expect? So if it's gone rotten, say 20% of it's gone rotten, who is accountable for that? Is it you? Is it a farmer or the receiver?
No, no. In this case, the Kheti Bazar platform, we are accountable for the damages part or the rejection part. If retailer doesn't feel that it is the right quality, he will reject that. Then we will have to manage how we will resold it, and if get damaged, then Kheti Bazar is responsible. So for deal that, we need to ensure quality at the picking point. We need to ensure that the quality is right. Whatever the farmer had mentioned on the platform, it is the same quality when we are going to take from him. And if the quality is take at purchase point, it is right, then it will be definitely be right at the selling point. But if we purchase the more ripened variety, it will get damaged.
No, sounds good. So basically, to me, it feels like it's more a people intensive platform, because if you have to validate the quality, how do you do that? No, so please let us know, because what I understand that you are a tech driven platform, right?
Yes, yes.
Am I right? You are a tech driven solution who is bringing the ecosystem together and solving a problem. So when you talk about, like, you have to validate and you have to verify the quality of the produce before you send it across, and that is given. So how do you manage that? Because that's quite labor intensive as well.
Yes, yes. So right now, as our volume is around only 500 kg, so we are not going for the IoT devices. But right now, we are doing it manually. Our sourcing team is checking the quality manually. But once we get to certain volume, we will have IoT devices at the supply side. IoT devices will tell us that if 100 kg pomegranate is there, out of that 10 kg of will get damaged in next 2 days, and remaining 90 kg can sustain 3 days of transportation. We will sort that out, that 10 kg for local market, and we'll pick only 90 kg for 3-day transportation to domestic exports. So for once we get to volume, we will use IoT devices. For now, we are doing it manually.
So when you say the IoT devices, just please explain me slightly, because IoT devices itself will not have the capability. Sorry, for my limited knowledge, but what I'm trying to understand, that how IoT devices will verify that you have, say, a produce of a ton. Let's go slightly bigger, right? Or say 500 kg,
Okay.
500 kgs pomegranate in the box or in an open space. How you are going to verify that 20% of it will go rotten while you transport from point A to B? So because that is more interesting part for me. So could you please explain this, and what sort of IoT devices and the devices that you're putting in place to do so?
Okay. So we are in touch with a startup. For Onion, they provide a IoT device. Their startup works with the IoT device only. So what we need to install it in our warehouse wherever we are storing that fruits or vegetables, and they will read the moisture content into the fruits. So how much moisture content it is having, how much temperature it is having when it is getting it got harvested, and right now how much moisture content it is having now. In next 2 days, what will be the status of that. As per their data, we can estimate that okay, it will get damage in next 2 days or 3 days. So it is their promise, the startup that we are tying up with, that with their devices installed in our warehouse can predict, we can see that out of 100 kg or 500 kg which batch of, because every produce is in a package in 50 kg bag or in 10 kg boxes, and each box we can see that which box is getting too damaged in next 2 days or next 3 days. We can sort that box out, and we can sell that particular box earlier compared to the remaining boxes.
So sounds good, but at the same time, correct me if I'm wrong, and I want to understand this more, because you are so from the farmers. Are you buying or you're facilitating? Let's get down to this. So are you buying from the farmers or you're just facilitating the transporting?
So right now we are purchasing from the farmer at the sourcing point, and we are selling to retailer in Kolkata. But our plan is that as right now the volume is less, we have just started operating. So we are doing as an inventory model. We are also working as a middleman right now, purchasing from farmers, selling to retailer. But our promise is that over time we will connect these farmers to these retailers or exporter. So right now, as we will do multiple transactions with farmers in one locality, we will gain the trust, we will build relationship with the farmer and the retailer. So that time we can say that instead of selling to us, you can sell on the platform to the retailer, and we will ensure your payments. And as we would have done multiple transactions with the farmers, they would trust us and they can directly sell to retailer. Right now if I say that you sell directly to the retailer, they will not trust us, because in B2B space we need to build first trust. We need to convince them that okay, we are there for long term. Because one thing is also that they had some relationship with the existing trader or aggregator or mandi. because they were doing it for decades. Now we go suddenly and say that instead of selling to mandi, you sell at our platform. They will not switch easily. So now we are giving them better prices than mandi, and they are selling to us. But over time, we will make ship them to our platform and connect directly to the retailer. It is our idea, which we will execute over time.
So, Sanjay, tell me one thing. You said you are buying from the farmers. So, basically, as a Kheti Bazar, you are accountable for the produce now, right? What is your margin? So, when you're saying you're buying and then you're selling it to the retailer, what is your current margin today?
Yes, so the margins is around gross margin 15%, and net margin is around 8% operating profit. That means we are making 8 rupees out of 100 rupees, adjusting the expenses of purchase price, transportation, labor charges, packaging, and all those things. So we are making 8% of operating profit right now.
That's great. But now the question comes down to, buddy, if we are talking about the 15 to 20% gets rotten, say in this particular model, like where you're buying and then you're reselling, 15 to 20% gets rotten. If your overall margin is 15%, so that is washed away on day zero. So how you are managing that with the farmers in terms of the pricing? Because in your model, I'm trying to understand that you are buying the produce, you are putting them into the warehouse, then you have got the devices which will tell you the information about the produce, that what is the moisture content and what is the situation going to be of that perishable item in next 2 to 3 days, right? So are you saying to the farmer that, okay, I'm not paying you now, you give me half a 500 kgs material, I'll put that into my warehouse, I'll get that monitored, I'll figure out whether it's 80% is worth or whether it's a 90% worth or whether it's a 70% worth, and then I'm paying you the money. So how you're managing that? Because you have to manage that expectation with the farmers as well, otherwise you're sitting at the losses.
Yes, yes. So right now, when I'm going to the farmer, I'm just checking the variety whatever he has given to me. If I'm fine that okay out of this, so I go to his garden. Okay, so in the garden, if suppose the garden is of 1000 kg garden is there, I will say him that okay, I need 100 grams plus pomegranates. Sizes below that I will not take. Colors I will take deep red colors. If there is black spot, I will not take. So I am telling him the criteria of purchase, that this criteria, above that criteria whatever produce will be there, I will purchase from you. And in the Nasik mandi or in Solapur mandi, this rate is now, and the mandi rate I will give you 2 rupees 3 rupees extra. So 2 or 3 rupees per kg, it means out of 2-ton garden he is making around 5 to 6,000 rupees. So 200 boxes. If I'm taking 500 kgs, and 1.5 ton is taken by the traders. So I'm not bringing it to my warehouse right now. As I said, we have less volume, so we are managing the packaging and labor, everything on their farm itself. So I'm going to his farm. I'm checking the produce. If it's okay, I'm saying that I will take it. I will make the packaging and all. I will pay him. Then I will ship it. I will hand it over to the transporter, who will then hand it over back to me in Kolkata.
So tell me one thing in terms of while we are getting into the groups of the farmers and the produce, because the challenge that I see that you are leaving quite a lot of work to the farmers also. If you're saying like, hey, here's my checklist, and based on this checklist, I'll pick up the produce, right? And so if you're going to the farmer and saying like, hey, actually based on your criteria, probably 70% of material I'll pick up, and 30% material I'll not pick up, right? And you are basically picking up the best of the produce and probably giving him 2 or 3 rupees a kg higher, right? Do you really think that's a motivation enough for the farmers to come along with you?
Okay. Yeah, so 2 or 3 rupees per kg seems small at per kg level, but at for a farmer is having 2-ton or 3-ton garden, at volume it gets increase fair enough value for them. Apart from this, he's saving his transportation cost. If he goes to mandi, he need to travel around 50-60 kilometers. That cost, that time is getting saved. So these things combined make them value for the farmers. The remaining 30% right now we are not taking because it will not sustain the transportation, it will get damaged. Once we have that produce is also having the customer segment like juice or juice sellers or hotels, they purchase little bit of second or third quality produce as well. So once we have this kind of customers also with us, we will take that 30% also. But right now we are taking only that can be sustain the transportation, and that can be retain the quality.
Sounds good. So on a lighter note, you're telling me that when I go for my juice next time, I should not go for that because that could be the second or third quality of the produce.
Yes.
That's fine. We all understand that. And my father always used to say that they're the vegetables that you leave and you don't pick up from the Monday in the morning. Actually, you pay super premium in the evening at the restaurant. So,
Yes,
what
yes.
you are exactly saying is quite relevant. So, no,
Yes,
I
yes.
completely understand. Now, Sanjay, what I really want to understand that how you are weaving the technology piece, because today we are talking about the AI, we are talking about the data, we are talking about insights. So yes, you have finally given us the view of IoT devices, and but I would like to understand that how you are weaving different technologies to make efficient for you.
Okay, so we are working on blockchain technology. We are selected by Algorand Foundation. Also, they are helping us building it. So, what this technology will do? They will bring traceability in the supply chain. So, suppose the farmer is connected with us and the retailer is connected with us. So, we will give a QR code to the farmer and a retailer. So, the farmer can scan it and get to know that the produce is handed over to us. Where is it in the transit? When it get delivered to the retailer, how much he amount he paid for a retailer or for a exporter or for a supermarket chain. They can trace it back to who is the farmer, and if it is organic, who has authenticated it. And for Indian consumer it may not be that important, but for exporter who is exporting to other countries, their customer want to see the journey of the produce. It says it makes visibility about what the freshness of the produce. So these things we are working on with Algorand Foundation. They have given some developers, and we are building that technology, and soon we will add it to our produce. Each batch will have a QR code that farmer and retailer can scan and get to know about the journey.
So it's very interesting, and like how you are bringing this piece together. Now let's talk about the business.
Yes, sir. तो अभी हम लोग अराउंड 10 लाख एमआरआर कर रहे हैं। हमने लगभग 2 मंथ पहले ऐसा मतलब डायरेक्टली सेलिंग स्टार्ट किया। हमारी जर्नी अराउंड 2 इयर्स पहले की है, तो हमने पहले 6 टू 8 मंथ वी डिड मार्केट सर्वे। हमने डिफरेंट मंडीज़ विजिट किया, फार्मर्स से इंटरैक्ट किया, कैसे एक्जिस्टिंग सिस्टम चल रहा है वो हमने देखा। फिर हमने एज़ अ ट्रेडर ऑपरेट करना
Mhm.
स्टार्ट किया। हमने 1 ट्रक ऑनियन खरीदा महाराष्ट्र से एंड देन उसको हम कोलकाता में देन वी अंडरस्टूड हाउ द एक्जिस्टिंग मिडलमेन्स आर वर्किंग इन मंडी टू मंडी ऑपरेशन इन फुल ट्रक लोड दैट इज़ 25 to 30 tons. Then we operated in farmer to retailer
Mhm.
model in Pune. We purchased onion from farmers nearby Pune and sold to Horeca segment in Pune. We understood that how intra-state operations are working, and then finally we launched our core business model. It is the marketplace model. Now we are working in Maharashtra and Kolkata. Maharashtra is supply side, Kolkata is demand side. We are working in pomegranates as a core product and other fruits also if the customers are asking. So suppose अगर हम 10 fruit retailer को deliver कर रहे हैं, then pomegranate is coming from Maharashtra FPOs. Other 9 fruits we are sourcing from local markets, local mandi of Kolkata. And with time we will go one by one for every product back end to the farmer. So the main problem of the demand, the main problem of retailers are today that he's alone managing his shop. He needs to sell the fruit, but he also have worrying about his supplies. He need to go to mandis, then he need to spend 4 5 hours there. If I go to him and say that I can give you your fruits at your doorstep with the same price of the mandi or even less, then he's having no issue in taking from us. So we are having around 30 retailers network in Kolkata, and we are doing around 10 lakhs of MRR. We are doing around 40,000 per day sales.
So tell me one thing in terms of today you are doing the 10 lakhs MRR. What is your target? Where you want to get to from here? Because the 10 lakh, you have been in the journey for last 2 years. You have been trying and testing earlier. Now you are in the operations, right? So 10 lakhs, where you see yourself in next say by in this end of this year.
Okay. So this year our major target, as I said in earlier, there are two spectrum. One is supply side, that is the farmers or FPOs. Other is the demand side, as a retailer. So if we first fix the supply side, got networks of farmers and supply, but we don't have buyers, then it is of no use. So this year target is to increase the volume. Right now we are doing 5 tons per month volume. We want to increase it to around 50 tons per month volume, and we need to have a network of retailers. If there are different customer segment, one is normal retailer, street retailers, and then there is Horeca segment, and there is exporter, then there is quick commerce, then there is
Mhm.
supermarket. So we want to add different categories of customers into our platform, and we want to increase the volume. So from 5 ton per month to we want to go to around 50 tons per month in next 6 months. And after getting to a volume, we will connect the farmers directly with them. Right now we are purchasing from the farmer and selling to these retailers.
So how you're bringing these retailers and the farmers on the platform? So what is your strategy for this? How you're bringing on the platform? How you are reaching out to them? Because in India, there's a not a cheap market when it comes down to the door-to-door reach, as well as when it comes down to the digital reach. And most of these people are not in your digital reach. Let's be realistic. So how
Yes,
you're
yes.
bringing them to your platform? What is your approach?
Okay, so to get network of farmers, what we did, we used to go to Mandi. In a Mandi, there's hundreds of farmers comes every day. We are sharing our ideas that what we are doing.
Mm.
If I'm talking to 10 people, so four or five taking interest, they are sharing their contacts. This way, we develop around 150 200 farmers network in different produce like custard, apple, pomegranate, grape, and onion. Whatever produce comes to West Bengal from Maharashtra. Our target is that like next 5 to 8 years, we will target demand side Eastern India market, that is the West Bengal, Orissa, Bihar, Jharkhand, and for supply side, it will be Maharashtra. So from Maharashtra, we got network of farmers. For demand side, for retailers, we directly visited the retailers. That means we have not done digital marketing as of now because I said we have only 30 to 40 retailers net. So to deal with that, we don't need digital marketing. We can directly approach them. We can directly show them what is our produce and what benefit they will get if they join us. This way we did that, and as we don't have that much resources right now, so we're not going for digital marketing. We are rotating the cycles with the same customer base, and we are trying to get more resources. When we have more resources, then we will think of expansion of the customer base, expansion of farmer, and then we will think of adding marketing strategies.
So tell me one thing. What are the challenges that you see? Like, because at the moment you are saying that buy side and the supply side is mainly Maharashtra, buying side is northeastern states, right?
Mhm.
So why there's a segregation? Because Hindustan, we are talking about the Vasudha Kutumbakam. So when we are talking about the world, why you're limiting yourself just only for one state as well as other states for the supply side? So
Okay.
what are the complexities and the challenges that I would like to understand? Because I completely understand that it's because of you don't want to spread yourself too thin. But
Mhm.
in doing that, what are the challenges that you see if you have to go across the different states, or even if why India, right?
Mhm.
Because see, if today we are building from India for the world, right? So why not if you go to Gulf countries, if you go to the different markets in UK and European market
Mhm.
and tap into that? So how do you see this journey evolving? I would like to understand that as well as what are the challenges that you see.
Okay. So let me tell you that what we are doing, we can't just launch a platform to the pan India level at once, and we can spend on marketing and get users. It's a different kind of a industry. So we need to go step by step. Definitely, exports are in our target list. The foreign markets our in our target list. Pan India market is in our target list. But our plan is that we'll go step by step. Why we started with Maharashtra and Eastern India market? Because from Maharashtra the fruit production is highest, and from in Kolkata or in West Bengal majority of fruits comes from Maharashtra only, like pomegranate,
Mhm.
like grapes, custard apple, papaya, and many more. So we thought first start with Maharashtra. We'll get access to multiple fruits, and once we fix these lines, then we will expand to other areas as well. And for demand side, as I was already from Kolkata, so I understand the local people, local language, and then we understand the market as well. So we thought that first let's fix this market. Once we fix this market, our target is in next 3 years we will fix the fruit market, and then another 2 years for vegetables. For next 5 years we will fix the Maharashtra and Eastern India market, and then we will go for a national and international market as well.
So I understand that this is what your strategy looks like for the Indian market as well as the outside market, and that's great. So tell me, I gathered that you are incubated at IIT, right?
Yes, yes.
So how you're leveraging the network of IITs, how you're leveraging the network of NABARD or other institutions. So what is your plan? Like how they are helping you as well as what is your strategy with that?
Okay. So here they are helping us in. They are providing some mentors. Like we are incubated at T Hub. So they had provided one mentor for technology building. We have a weekly or 2 week a call. So they help us that what strategies we need to experiment in the market also, and how we can build a blockchain technology. Some of the strategies suggested by them is that instead of targeting individual farmer, we can go for farmers community, and we can build communities of farmer in the supply side. And so the exporter, they will not have demand of 1 ton 2 ton, they may have demand of one container, and that container cannot be fulfilled by one farmer only. So there we can build some communities of the farmer. We can run smart contract on our platform that we can connect the exporters with them, and by doing this we are they are also helping us in grants. So the Algorand Foundation has a commitment of investing around $50,000 in our startup based on the milestones achievements. So we are we have developed our MVP, and they want us to bring some more users, and after that they can invest in our platform. And they are also giving us some developers network, so they are working for us. Whatever feature we want, that QR transparency, they are working for that. We are working on tokenization, they are working on that. So they are giving us two three benefits, that is developer network, mentor network, and grants. And they're taking us to the different startup events where we can showcase our idea, we can make visibility about our product.
Sounds good, Sanjay. Sanjay, to tell you one thing, right? Because Kheti Bazar, what you started, you know, now I have got a bit of more clarity and your connect as well. Now let's talk about how you are differentiating from anybody else, because it is not the first time that you're doing it. It is not the last time it's happening. So there are people like Ninja Card, there are people like Way Too Cool, there are umpteen other startups in the similar space that I've come across. So could you just shed some light that why you and what differentiation that you are bringing on the table from the existing ecosystem, as well as why you think you're the right person to do so?
Yes, yes, definitely. Okay, so the existing players, like you said, that Ninja Carter is also in agri-tech space, Waycool is also.
So we have just 5 minutes left. We have to wind up in 5 minutes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So what they are doing, they are working as a middleman only. They are purchasing from the farmers and then selling to the retailers. So they end up being a middleman. Right now, we are also doing the same thing, but we are trying to shift to the marketplace model, or a platform where farmer can connect directly with the retailer. So our platform where farmers can decide what price they want to sell. For Ninja Card or Vehicle, Ninja Card will decide what price they want to purchase from farmer. This is the first. The second one is they are working as a wholesaler, big wholesaler. They're purchasing from farmers, selling to retailer. We are trying to solve the supply chain. We are trying to bring transparency and traceability. We are using blockchain. We are building blockchain to make the supply chain more transparent, and we are trying to enable the supply chain operations and connect the farmers and retailers. So these are some differentiator that we are bringing transparency in the chain, which they are not doing, and we are building for direct connection between farmers and retailers, or with the exporter, which they are not doing.
So tell me one thing, when you're talking about the food, right? We might have some portfolio companies, those who are building the traceability chain and they've got everything in place. So why you want to reinvent the wheel? Because when you talk about the traceability across the food supply chain, that is already existing. So why you think that you have to rebuild this again?
Okay.
Marketplace, I understand. But
Yes,
at the
yes.
same time, are you building everything, or you are partnering with the ecosystem also? That okay, if you have got a solution, let's bring your solution in and let's
Yes,
move on.
yes.
And what is your strategy?
Okay, so our strategy that we will not build 100% of the tech, but some portion of the tech will be in-house, and some portion we will partner with the other startups. Like in Algorand Foundation, there is startup like LV3. They are also building the blockchain traceability solution. So once we get to certain scale, we will partner with them and we will use their technology. But for initial phase, and we want to build it ourselves, a little bit of technology will be from in-house our own tech team. And after getting to a certain scale and volume, we will partner with them, because if we partner now, we need to pay him some charges, and that will not be feasible right now. But in future, once we get to certain scale, we will definitely partner with other platforms which are giving the same solution.
Thank you, Sanjay. Sanjay, so I've got a very clear theory in terms of the startup or building a business, and with the founders, that you need three things at the top. That is your clarity, connect, and the capital. So clarity, I have got an idea that what is the clarity that you have in terms of the local and the global market expansion. Connect, as you rightly said, on the IIT network and the NABARD and the different institutions. All right. And now let's talk about the capital. Where you are in the journey with your capital at the moment, what is your shopping list looks like, what is your requirement, and what helps you're looking for from the potential investor or the ecosystem.
Yes, yes. So right now we are bootstrap. We started with around 5 lakhs of capital from our side, and we are doing with that only. We have
Mhm.
tried to raise capital, but as of now we have not yet succeeded in that. We are in the process, and we are looking for around 50 lakhs
Mhm.
of funds from investor, that we will spend on the operation. We will spend on majority on around 40% on work on operations, that is sourcing, the distribution, and packing, labor, everything in operation. Then 20% will be on tech, that is developing, the finalizing the platform, bringing blockchain, and then 20% on the tech side. So around 50 lakhs we are looking to raise, so that we can, right now we are doing 10 lakhs MRR. We need to increase the volume.
So 10 lakhs working capital, that's what you need. And that's
No,
basically you're raising against the equity, right, of the
50
company.
lakhs, right?
Sorry,
50
you're
lakhs.
doing the 10 lakhs MRR. It's my bad. Apologies for that. So 10 lakhs MRR you're doing, you need 50 lakhs for the operations, to expand your operation and mature it, including your marketing team as well as your tech. That's completely understood and given. So, and that is going to be a equity round, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sounds good. And so there's a one thing that I would like to understand from you, because as you said, if I'm not wrong, you said you come from Air Force, right?
Yes, yes. I
So
worked in Indian Air
coming
Force.
from the Air, yes. So pleasure and thank you for doing such a great service to the nation. And again, like you have worked for the nation, and now you're working for the nation again by solving the problem for the farmers who are basically the soul of. So tell me one thing that makes you keep going, and anything that you would like to send as a message to the young entrepreneurs that you feel that they could make a difference.
Yes, definitely. So, what I see, what I look at, that we should focus on solving some real problems that that can transform the life of people in India or in or at a global level. What we are doing also, that we are trying. Our dream is that 8 years down the line, any farmer at any corner of India or group of farmer can sell their fruits or vegetable to any B2B buyer around the globe. So, a farmer from Maharashtra, Nasik, producing pomegranate can sell his pomegranate to a supermarket in Dubai or in Australia, anywhere, wherever the Indian producers are going. It is our target. So this, if this solution get built, the farmers can get connected to the global market. So the entrepreneurs should also focus on solving some real problems that India is facing right now. And they should also have the resilience and patience, because it takes time. We also thought initially that we will do great thing in the 4 years time, but now 2 years have gone, and it was a very challenging journey. So they need to be ready for the challenges also.
Thank you, Sanjay. Sanjay, one last thing. I was almost done. And then one last thing which comes to my mind. Okay, you have done such a great service to the nation. You are doing it for the farmers. And, that is very close to our heart. And for most of the audience as well, I'm pretty sure. And it's emotional journey. And forget about the emotions. Emotions, let's keep it aside for a
Yeah,
moment.
yeah,
And
definitely.
let's talk about, if I give you 50 lakhs today, right?
Hmm.
What is the growth that you can show me?
Okay. So the, as I
If
said,
consider I'm writing you a check of 50 lakhs right away.
so if you give us 50 lakhs, right now we are operating in one market with 10 to 15 retailers regularly, around 30 retailers network we are having. So we will try to get 80% demand of that market, and that 80% demand will cost us around 10 lakhs rupees. Then we will multiply that with two. So we will target two market in the market we are operating. So 20 lakhs we will invest in operations to capture two markets where we are operating right now. And then 10 lakhs we will spend on tech, 10 lakhs we will spend on manpower, and another 10 lakhs will reserve for organized category of buyers. Like right now we are doing with street retailers, but we also want to target the e-commerce. We also want to target Jepto or players like that. But to deal with that, we need resources, because they're having some payment cycles. It is not that I deliver in the morning and get the payment at night. So like that.
So how about if I can solve your payment problem, right? So you sell, you get cash advance straight away. That is one part. And the second part is like you are doing the 10 lakhs MRR. So my question was very specific that, okay, my 50 lakhs, what it will give me. So where you can take the business from 10 lakhs monthly run rate to what? What does that number looks like?
Okay, so 1 year down the line, let's talk in volume. Right now, we are doing 5 tons per month volume. I can take it to around 70 tons per month volume in 1 year time.
Okay. And what that entails in terms of the numbers?
Okay, so 5 tons equivalent to around 10 lakhs rupees. So 5 12 14 is 14 times. So 14 into 14 times of it's around 1.5
Okay.
1.4 cr per month.
1.4 CR per month. So you can give me a 18 crore GMV yearly business with this
Yes,
50
yes,
lakhs. Is that what
yes.
you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So 18 crore and the profitability on that net margin that we are talking about,
8%.
8%.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So my 50 lakhs can get me a return of 8% of 1.5 crore,
Yes,
more or
yes.
less.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And that is 1.2 crore in profit.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Wow, that's phenomenal. And obviously, it's a exponentially growing business. So thank you very much, Sanjay. It's a pleasure to hear from you about your story as well as Kheti Bazar and what you're doing. So good luck with that, and definitely we'll get in touch. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. Definitely. Thank you.